Are you serious? Are you serious? We're back. That's right. That's right. It's time, guys. Can this be understood? That's all I'm going to say. Can this be understood? Can we understand how the C60 EVO and the products they have, how they make such a difference and are changing people's lives? Patty, welcome to the broadcast. Great to have you.
Thank you. It's so great to be here. And I love your audience. I'm kind of new here.
Well, yeah. I mean, this is, I think, your third month in a row, and people just love you, and they love C60 EVO. I mean, they really do. And as obvious as they are getting as many bottles of it as they can gather. I mean, I don't know if you guys are going to run out if they keep going after it like that. What's happening?
We are the lab. We will not run out.
Okay. So, all right, Patty, let's talk for a minute, because obviously it's been helping me. I've been getting unbelievable energy. I've been losing weight. I've lost since last month. I've lost another 3 pounds. I'm doing it slow, but consistent. That's what I like about it, you know. I really believe it's because whatever it is you're putting in this product is making a difference.
Ooh, magic. Yeah, what it is a miracle molecule that won the Nobel Prize. It's not a question why people are having such great response, other than we put it in our mouth, we take it on a spoon, we're done, and all day long it's like, what? Oh gosh, really? We're gonna hit straight out of the bottle? Okay.
I do it. I just take a swig right out of the bottle. I'm not messing around. There you go. I did the extra virgin olive oil, folks. Folks, really,
so good.
You know, you can get olive oil. You can get, but there's a lot of brands. But guys, they cut it. They do different things to it. This stuff is, I mean, it's got that extra ingredient that they won the Nobel Prize for in science. And Chris isn't here to help break it down, but Patty, you can break it down some.
Absolutely. This beautiful molecule here is called ESS60. It's a carbon 60 fullerene, and we've been making it in our lab since 1991. My partners actually invented the machine that burns graphite rods at the heat of the sun in this huge metal chamber to make carbon 60 fullerenes. And what we have is the evolution of the industrial industry to become ESS60 for people and pets. That's what makes us different than the rest of the industry, is that we're the only ones in the world making ESS60. And my partner isn't here, so I'm going to tell your audience a little heavier truth, because I have to behave when he's around. The truth is, most of the C60 on the market, other than the stuff that comes from our lab, ESS60, is from Wuhan, China. Now,
what?
Yes, truly.
Okay. I can't talk about the V word, but we know about Wuhan. So, whoa.
Same intention. And it's so interesting to know this, and to know that most of the products are being raved about with a Nobel Prize. But was it your product that got the Nobel Prize, or was it our lab that was down the street from the 3 scientists in Houston? Probably ours. But all of the peer-reviewed results that people are raving about, that have their little Amazon basement mixers and they're selling industrial grade in the garage, they're saying, yes, we're the ESS60 benefits. And it's like, sorry to be rude, but you're Wuhan, honey. This is Houston.
Wow. Houston.
Come in, Houston.
This is the real deal. And that's why there's real results.
Yes.
Okay. And what's so amazing, folks, you do get, when you use this, you will get energy. You get, but you can sleep at night. I mean, this is it's kind of crazy. It's like, okay, I got the energy to get through the day, and yet I can lay down and sleep better at night. And that's the thing that's really messing me up, because, you know, some people have to get themselves going, and then they got to try to figure out how to put themselves to bed. With this product, it's natural. It's creating a natural flow with your rhythms of your body. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. And I tell everybody, take it before noon, because you get a lot of energy and then you want to sleep at night. But if you take it at 6 or 7 in the evening, I hope you're doing coast to coast radio and you're on till 1 and 2 in the morning,
Done
because
that a few
you'll be up
times.
probably. It really does give you quick energy, noticeable energy, and it's clean, like you said, which is what's the difference between industrial grade C60, which is unfortunately what most of them are selling. We will only sell that for ink, batteries, tires, and photo cells. It's industrial.
Yeah. I don't want stuff that they put in the batteries or ink. I want what has been developed in your guys' lab for 30 years, in which you won the Nobel Prize.
We didn't win it. Three scientists in
Three
Houston
scientists did it, right? But this is the product, okay? This is the chemical
the molecule, yes.
molecule. That's
And
right.
it was the olive oil mixture, because our olive oil is without a doubt the strongest combination of the ESS60. It holds more ESS60 than any other oil on the market today. And we have 2 other oils. I personally am completely hooked on the MCT coconut oil, which has literally half as much ESS60. So I take twice as much in my morning coffee. But I love this because I start my day with the ESS60 in my morning coffee, and I go until 9 or 9:01, and then I'm like a tree. Timber.
Okay, you should be living in the villages, because that's when they shut everything down here. All the entertainment's from 5 to 9. At 9 o'clock, everybody shut it down. But here's the good news, Patty. You're able to lay down and sleep. You don't get well, let me just say this. We've got a brand new puppy named Bobo. Okay. She is incredible. But at night, she gets the zoomies. Okay. And it's like, no, it's not now. But you've got a product for dogs. I've got it right here.
Yep.
Why does this work? I mean, this is incredible.
Is it working for her?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
That's the thing about it. Yeah. No more zoomies.
We have a puppy named Bowie also.
Really?
Ours is Bowie, but we're a rock and roll family. So, our pets are all rock and roll names. The kids are, Layla and Stevie, like Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our family's all music, but we have a Bowie. And the thing about the products for dogs and cats is that it's the strong olive oil formula, but the cat formula has a little salmon essence, and the cats go for it. And the dog formula has bacon essence.
Yeah.
And oh my God, dogs love it. So what we're hearing, though, is a couple of our influencers have said, yeah, I've got an old dog. He's about 200 pounds. He's got dysplasia. We're thinking we might have to put him down. I said, wait. Let us send you the Evo, because you're taking it. You have it for dogs? Oh, yeah. It's the same thing you're taking plus bacon. It just tastes like bacon. He's like, well, I want that. I said, well, you can share it with your dog, and you can share your bottle with your dog also. So he tells us weeks later, the dog's running around the backyard. Like, how's the dysplasia? He's not showing any signs. And now the dog is still alive a year later. They didn't put him down, and he is an active dog. They're going for walks again. I hear this so many times.
That is awesome to know that, because the fact that the dog was getting ready to be put down, and then all of a sudden, this change takes place. And sometimes, this is, it's so incredible to me. I like the fact that you use the bacon taste there for them. And for the cats, you use the salmon. But yeah, it's great to know that, because our pets mean a lot to all of us. I mean, they really do. It's an emotional thing, but they really mean a lot. Folks out there, some of you need to, some of your dogs are lethargic. Yeah. This will give them energy, won't it, Patty?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you'll notice immediately that your pets have more energy, and they're happier because they don't hurt as much. And of course, we can't say the inflam word or the heal word or the cure word. So of course I won't. It's just a coincidence that people and pets have bone and joint issues dissipate so much when you put in this mega lubricant. I mean, that's what it is. We have another friend who just lost his cat, Smokey, that's been on our product for years. And I said, oh, I'm so sorry. He was 20. The cat passed away at 20.
20.
I told my kids who have cats on C60 EVO, I said this influencer just lost his cat and we were mourning on the show. Can you believe his cat was 20? And my daughter looks at me and she goes, Zumo's 20 and Umo's 18. Like, no big deal, Mom. And I was like, that's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
The cats are like forever, you know, and
I mean, really got 9 lives for sure.
12.
You know, when you bring up the joints, it does help your joints, folks. And I always knew that for some reason, I had a guy who used to work for me. He used to spray WD-40 on his elbow and he'd rub it. I'd say, what are you doing? He goes, it'll help. And I thought, but do you really want to have oil-based WD-40 soaking in? No, I don't think so. It might have helped him some, but it was hurting him. This is a whole different product, isn't it, Patty?
Whole different thing. I mean, you take a spoonful in the morning and you feel better all day long. I think I win how can I say it? The joint mobilization prize because I had 2 hip replacements in the last year.
Yeah.
I just had my 1-year anniversary for my right hip, but you would never know when you see me dance or walk. Yesterday I pushed the kids on this swing, you know, and I was like, oh God, you know, I haven't done this in a while and nothing hurts. But 5 days after my first surgery, I called Chris and I said, you're not going to believe it, but I'll join you on the show today. And he goes, yeah, that's funny. You just got out of surgery. And I said, I will see you on the show and you will see me from the chest up. Don't make me walk because I don't do that this week, but my brain is on fire. And 5 days after surgery, I pulled off a show nobody knew. And I didn't talk about my hip replacements till I could brag about leaving the pain behind in like 2 days. I wouldn't do their drugs. I wanted to get right back on the ESS60. And I did add a little CBD because why wouldn't I? So that I don't have to do pain meds. And boy, did I come through it quickly. So for people that joints and bones and bone on bone, I was bone on bone for 2 years, but I was in the EVO.
So that was painful.
It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt because I was so lubricated with the EVO. But it's because I go big bottle, baby. Look at the size of this beast. I got the 32-ounce bottle. Yeah. But
and what's amazing is our followers here are really, really embracing C60 EVO. I mean, you were telling me that we went number 1. I mean, we went number 1 and they're embracing. It's great to have folks who are health conscious. And that's about our crowd is very, very focused on being healthy. You know, they believe in healing. They believe in the power of God and power of prayer, but they also know that God gave us tools, it gave us formulas, gave us products that we could use, and olive, of course. But the fact that you guys have enhanced it and made it to where it is so good for the human body.
Yep.
It's great, and people are embracing it.
Yay! Well, so my lab was making industrial, selling to research institutions around the world for 28 years. Then they meet me, and I'm like, the reason that they started getting all these calls, how much should I take? And they're like, what, for your battery? Like, we don't sell it to people. And then they knew that we had supplied the product for the 2012 Paris Bhakti study on toxicity, BAATI, if anybody wants to look it up, the 2012 Paris Bhakti study on carbon-60 toxicity. And they were, you know, guessing that it was toxic, and it was our product they used. And it turned out not only not toxic, but the lab animals that were tested lived 90% longer than the control group on our product, and they died without any tumors for the first time in history. 90% longevity extension with our product. It holds the longest longevity results on lab animals in history by like
that's amazing
50%. Like the next one is 19 and we're 90. Oh, that's a lot more. I'm being generous, but wow. And they died without tumors. We can't make any medical claims, of course, because we're not. Right. But it's just a coincidence that 5 different clinics, the big C, use our product. They buy it by the case. they save 25%, and so can you. But they do it for daily protocol. And the thing about your audience, I'm getting the answer in my brain as to why your audience was resonating with our products so well. And I want to thank you guys. You are my new favorite audience because Paul was new to us. And, it's like with everyone, I don't know, the religious, the spiritual, well, that's where I'm at, but, I'm mostly political, and you're both. And you master it, but you start out with are you serious? Which is what I wake up asking God, really?
That's right. We got to face the day, Patty. You got to face the day.
But what I learned of why people say body, mind, and spirit, I'm feeling different. I want to know, how can spirit feel different? Let's talk about spirit. It's that pineal gland is the base where the God consciousness supposedly comes from in the brain. And what I learned from my science partners was that what ESS60 does, which is the evolution of C60, is the ESS60. Elemental safe spheres with 60 carbon atoms is literally what it means. But it's the evolution of the industry to something for people and pets. It's not the crap from Wuhan that's being sold, unfortunately, by people that aren't scientists, but they think it's great. They know it's great and they want to make money. I don't blame them, but you're getting your oil at Costco. We're getting our oil from a specific farm in Greece. Now, my partners are really picky about sourcing all of our products. And because they've been at it so long, we didn't run out during the 4-year flu thing that they pulled off.
Right.
We didn't run out of everything, but a lot of those other companies did. And I really want to let people know that you have to be really mindful about two things buying C60 online. Number one, C60 is industrial. So when they say 95% or 99%, it's for tires, batteries, ink, and photocells.
Yeah, it's not for your. That's not good. I mean, so what you're doing with C60 EVO is breaking down and not such a powerful, amount. I mean,
we're cleaning it more. That's the difference.
I don't want to drink battery fluid. Okay, I just something tells me not to do that.
Yeah. There's some common sense there somewhere, but so so we've been making the industrial for 30 years, and it wasn't until the 2012 test where my partners realized, oh my God, this is huge. This is great for people and pets. But my partners, being a couple of science guys, they were like, yeah, we're doing okay here, with the institutions. Let's not do supplements because that industry is so corrupt. And then they meet me. And I was this UFO filmmaker that was all wounded. And I told the truth. God, that was so stupid of me, about crop circles. And I made 8 movies and won all these awards. You can see one right there.
Yeah, those are, you won the awards for doing a great job with your documentaries on crop circles, which is a fascinating thing. I mean, it's very fascinating how these things happen. And it's happening and still happening.
Yes.
You can't deny that. And you made 8 films.
I did. And the reason they got mad at me was because my final film, I was invited to the only lab. Oh, here I go again. The only lab in the world, Patty, coincidence, that had studied crop circle plants. And they discovered that the seeds in crop circles are growing 30 to 400% more food with almost twice the nutrients per plant. Crop circles that get hit, that bend, and they living, those seeds become super seeds that will survive too hot, too cold, too wet, too dry. I told the truth because I was so blown away. Oh my God, that's why they're hiding all this. Oh wait, I better be careful. We're not allowed to say anything.
Whoa. Wait. Can this be understood? Are you saying that wherever there's crop circles, that whenever the crops are laying down, which happens in the crop circle, you're saying that the seeds of those specific plants are like super seeds? I mean, they
continue to grow.
Nobody's talking about that.
It's mind-boggling. Let's do a separate show about crop circles because I can
Okay.
give you an hour that'll drop you to your knees.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
I don't want to get in trouble again, but
All right. All right. We'll be
the truth
careful.
is getting out. But it wasn't until I got wounded for telling the truth that somebody brought me samples of Evo, and I came back like unbelievable. And then somebody hit me with uranium. They put it in my garage, and I started to go down again. And then I started taking more Evo, and I came back with a vengeance. So I am really proud to be partners with the only lab in the world making the good stuff, ESS 60.
Now, I just got this. This just came in the mail. I haven't opened it yet, but this is the advanced facial serum. Okay. And
The box is so beautiful. When you open it, it says revive, replenish, rejuvenate. And this is my favorite product. But I don't want to forget to talk about the body, mind, spirit connection to Evo, because to me, this is where the ESS 60 really rocks. Oh, wait till you smell it. You can be opening it while I tell you this because it's so incredible.
There we go.
There's so many things to say about all of this, but oh, now all I want you to do is smell this. You push the thing down. You use, oh God,
So
rich,
just twist the cap. So just twist the cap and then
push the top down to fill the
So
stopper, the dropper, and then put a little on your hand, rub it on your face, but smell it. It is rosemary with a base of chia seed oil. And almost everybody I have shared it with has been a regular ever since. So Chris and Rob, my partners, what does that smell like?
Oh, that smells good. I
Isn't that nice?
Like,
Yeah, it's my favorite product.
Flowers. It's like fresh flowers. You know what I'm saying? It's
rosemary.
Yeah, it's rosemary, and it's really, but it's smooth.
Yeah.
It's not overpowering. It's not overpowering, folks, but it's really smooth smelling, and it's also really smooth feeling. Okay. It's not greasy. It's not oily. It's smooth. And as I rubbed it in, it just within, I don't know, it's already being absorbed into my skin very quickly. So
day 2, when you put it on at night and you wake up tomorrow, you can drop me an email and let me know if you notice a difference. It's
day 2. You mean there's going to be? I'm going to look. I'm going to start seeing the difference. I mean, it's going to. What's it do? Does it help with the wrinkles?
You should see my partners that are 55, almost 6. They look like friggin' babies, and they started the lab in 91. I'm 71. I rode a Harley for 50,000 miles, and my skin was ready to fall off my face. And then I got whacked a few times, and I'm on my comeback tour at 71. Just bought a camper, just got a fast car. I'm like
amazing.
round 2.
Amazing. You really do. You look amazing.
I take the Evo. I survived the hip replacements and started dancing again. Like, I don't care,
I mean, you have been through the ringer, they like to say. I mean, you've dealt with you've dealt with, of course, riding the Harley all that time, but you've dealt with the poisoning. You've dealt with the extraterrestrials. I mean, you've been dealt with just about everything. So
that's why the big bottle comes in handy.
That's why you need a big bottle.
So let's talk about this big bottle or this teeny bottle. And we only sell these by the dozen, the little 2 ounce, but a little sampler, we go 2 ounce, 4 ounce, 8, 16, 32, the big bottle. But the thing about noticing it on a physical, emotional level is that what it literally does is it goes into your system and it clears the mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of every cell. And every cell in your body, other than blood cells, has hundreds of mitochondria. The brain has 2 million mitochondria per cell, far more dense.
2 million? What?
And when you've got a molecule that's set to basically be a magnet to pull out the toxins out of the mitochondria, you've got that little pineal gland back there where spirit and God like to take a diving board and, like go in and out of your pineal gland and gift you with all this guidance. The pineal gland also has many hundreds of mitochondria per cell that are being cleansed. And that's why we're going, why do I feel better mind, body, and spirit? That's why.
Well, it's really important to have a complete health, mind, body, and spirit, to make sure that you're, get your heart in the right place. And you need to be able to have that conscience that can receive and can hear, and we talk about it in the biblical sense of the power of the Holy Spirit. But it's an anointing that comes into your life. And so what you're saying is that pineal gland actually benefits from this product,
Very
which
much.
is really, really important. And I think that's really, really good. Guys, it's C60 because it's 60 atoms in a carbon. Well, am I right? Am I saying that right?
Carbon atoms,
Okay.
shaped like a soccer ball.
Yes. I remember Chris showing that in the last show last month. So it's 60 atoms, carbon atoms that are being, this product actually gets into the cell. It's not on the outside of the cell. It actually gets into the cell. Am I right?
Yes, and it is 172 times stronger than vitamin C as an antioxidant. And it's so small that it gets into places vitamin C can't. So
Really?
peer review test only showed 125 times stronger than vitamin C as an antioxidant. But when you feel like you got a cold coming on, I tell everybody, double your dose, because
Wow.
the immunity benefit is massive, especially when you're taking the olive oil, the super strong stuff. I saw you grab the capsules.
Yeah, I grabbed the capsules because some folks, they would, well, when you're traveling, I mean, you don't want to have the TSA taking it away from you.
And they do. They take the oil.
Yeah.
Boom. They take the oil, but they won't take
the capsules. Yeah, they won't take these.
Yeah.
Now, when you just said that the EVO, the C60 EVO helps the joints, that I get it. But what I didn't know is what you were saying there a moment ago was not only will it help your joints, but it gets in places that it helps your immunity, your immune system as well. It helps, supports it. Am I right?
It supports your immunity like nothing else.
Yeah.
Again, I think we've got the longevity results, the longest in history. We might also hold the highest immunity with 125 to 172 times stronger than vitamin C. Plus, it's this teeny little molecule that can get everywhere. So when you're feeling sick, when you're feeling achy, it's like an intuitive molecule, in my opinion. My scientist partner wouldn't say intuitive. I'm a woo-woo from Colorado, so so I'm politically scared of most of my neighbors, but yeah, I just stay in my spiritual heart, and no matter how dumb they look or sound, I just smile,
You are politically incorrect.
Oh,
Correct.
man.
Okay, is that it? Politically incorrect, but correct.
I fly flags and I wear flag shirts, so I don't have to say, yo, love your country, love your humanity, love your body, and love your mind. My God, I think we've really overall lost our social mind with all this craziness of left means right and up means down. But it doesn't affect me. Like my friends are like, how come you're not out of your mind with all this? You watch congressional hearings, lady, you're crazy. And I'm like, I can't get enough. I'm so hungry for more. I just can't get enough.
My daughter-in-law was here a couple weeks ago with my son and my granddaughter. My daughter-in-law was here, and she was telling me how she just loves to sit and watch congressional hearings. And I'm like, are you serious? Have you lost your mind? But what you're saying is that when you sit and watch that, you're able to endure it, not in a way that you enjoy it. You don't just endure, you enjoy.
Do you know why I'm enjoying it though, Paul?
Tell me, please.
Because we're evolving as a species for the first time in 100 years. We have people in office that aren't going to take the crap that the last 100 years we did. We have been so taken advantage of, and we all of a sudden have a man with balls in the office who's just like knocking everything over and saying every day, everybody around him is going, "Are you serious?" And he's going, "Hell yeah."
Yeah, he's amazing. President Trump has just been, and again, he's not afraid to stand there and stand up for the American people and tell the truth. And he's put a good team together. I really believe he's put a great team together. And so we're going to keep cheering him on.
Speaking of his team, let me turn the computer a little. Did you see my Maha hat on the crystal?
I see that.
That came from Bobby. Bobby
So
has
Robert Kennedy Jr. sent you that?
Robert Kennedy Jr.'s team sent me that. I've got a whole bag also of Kennedy 2024 hats, if you'd like one, when he was running for president. It's a collector's item now, but I've got a dozen of those. My friend was touring with him when he was running for president, when he was doing all these little things, and I just kept getting him Evo. But you will appreciate this. After the first shipment, I said, I want to know if he's taking it. I want to know if he's receiving it. And my friend that connected us, she said, yes, he did receive it. I can't guarantee he's taking it, but they did say yes to another package next month, and you have to have it blessed in a church before he will receive it.
Yes. Yes, you know, he's very devout Catholic, and he's very focused, and he will not. That's very good. Okay, so he's got his priorities. He's got his faith in the right place. He's got his priorities right, and he's also cognitive to realize that, you know, for too long, alternative opportunities have been pushed back, if we will, and hopefully we're even going to get more freedom of speech soon. You were giving me some of that information before we came on here, so
oh boy,
get ready. If we can get our entire First Amendment back, look out. Okay,
it's so great. And Colorado has just put in something to the Senate that they want to curb truth speaking in Colorado. They want to clamp down on social media here and make sure that people that have intelligence outside of the small mind, that we are fully suppressed. And this was why your daughter-in-law and I probably watch congressional hearings. Today was over the top. I got to watch a whistleblower that was one of the top people working for Mark Zuckerberg.
Okay.
He is going very public. And then I saw it on all these different channels. But she's exposing the fact that this company that's been suppressing my products since November 5th to be sure that we didn't have holiday sales through Facebook, Instagram. Amazon's kind of joined them. And LinkedIn yesterday, I got my first fact check spanking because I said something that was untrue and unlawful. What I said was C60 capsules are potent and effective, like something that unlawful. And so that was my first warning from LinkedIn that they've also gone this way. And when we saw your stepdaughter or your daughter-in-law and myself, when we saw what went on yesterday, I think, and the Senate hearing was this whistleblower actually connected Mark to CCP. And he said that Mark has done the bidding through these channels for the CCP and that he's made an absolute fortune. And there's no doubt about it. She went on and on that they intentionally, when children and teenagers were depressed about their weight, they would throw them fashion diet things to really upset them. And they were doing intentional when people were depressed, they would throw them reasons to be. So here I am. I'm a company that's like writing them like, what's going on? Why did you restrict our ads? We spend $1,000 a week. Like, what's your problem? What's more important than $4,000 a month to face plant? And the answer was, a hidden administrator has accessed your account and is misbehaving, so we're shutting you down. I was like, well, that's your hidden administrator, not mine. And then no answer. So I'm really glad that they're being exposed. But then I look at the other side of my industry now, which is the ESS60 and the C60 industrial industry. And when I realize, okay, the CCP is working through all these channels, and now we've got ESS60 from Houston, from the good Patriot Lab. And the only other place you can probably buy it is Wuhan, China. So
wow, that's crazy.
Every time anybody types in C60 EVO, you're going to see somebody else's posts, but not one. You're going to see 9 of another company pretending to be us, and it's sponsored. Okay, but there's 9 of them, like a whole banner of, I call it slander, People call it spam, but in my opinion, it's deep state spamming us with the products from a company that was the
Yeah.
lowest concentration
Yeah.
levels of the 22 companies that we tested when everybody had that Wu flu.
Wow.
So we tested everything, and our scientists said after, they said your industry is damaged because it was woefully low. Everybody's test results, when we have a bottle that says 0.8 milligrams per milliliters of C60 in this, that's what you're going to get. And we test every bottle 3 times before they go out. So we tested 22 products, and one of them had 10% of what their label said. And
Yeah.
that's the company that's buying probably from Wuhan. I think they're claiming Canada, but Canada buys from Wuhan. There's only, I think, 2 labs pumping it today.
It's
The new lab in
incredible.
Houston and the one that the CCP is promoting. So I want to tell your audience, when you look for C60 EVO, look for ESS60, and you're going to laugh when you see this other company with tons of their promotions blocking ours, and they all say sponsored. So look for the word sponsored, which to me means deep state. My partners, of course, are much more conservative, and they say, oh, Patty, they're just spending a ton of money. No, you can't get that for money. It's too blatant and too ugly. So I just want to protect the audience. Don't buy stuff that's for tires, ink, battery.
Okay. And folks, just so real quick, we're getting some breaking news here that a helicopter has just fell out of the sky into the river in New York.
Oh no.
1 second. 6 people were on board. And the helicopter has just fell out of the sky, crashing into the river. I would say it's probably the Hudson River. I don't know. Yep. Heidi says it is the Hudson River in New York. 6 people on board, another helicopter crashing. So we've been tracking these all these airplanes and small planes and helicopters. I mean, the amount of crashes are just off the chart. We're going to do some more investigating in that.
Is it directed energy weapons? I wonder.
I would think so. I would think that's very possible. Very, very possible.
It's so sad that they're doing fires this way, most likely. Or what do we have to say? It would appear as if.
It seems, yes.
Yeah. And I'm living in Boulder, Colorado, where they burned 1,176 homes. They don't even talk about it.
Nope.
There's South Carolina. There's Malibu and Los Angeles recently.
Yeah.
There's Lahaina, but there's also Boulder. And they never mentioned that.
Never talking about it. I know, and it was really big. It was a lot of homes. Patty, we're going to have to let you go, but we're going to pick this up next month. Everybody, listen, go right now. Click on the link below. You can see it's www.c60evo.com/Paul Begley. You save 10%. Do that. Be ready. Keep going, keep using it, keep feeling better, get that energy up, but sleep well at night. You will. You'll feel better. You'll look better. You'll stay better. You are better with C60EVO.com. So, Patty, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Really is.
Love you guys. I want you all to feel great.
All right. They will. If they
and I'm serious.
I know you're serious. All right, folks. I'll be back tonight, as you know, at 9 p.m. Eastern. Mike Around the World will be my guest. We'll try to find out more about this helicopter crash, as well as why did the King Charles go to the Vatican. This has not happened in 102 years that a king of England has actually went to Vatican, and they're both very sick. So there's something going on there. We're hearing that something was signed. We're going to find out more information about that tonight. We'll see you tonight. God bless all of you. And don't forget, C60EVO.com. Paul Begley. Save 10%. God bless all of you. I'll see you guys this evening.